Sports to the bone family. Greetings once again, my people. Yes, man. Tell my viewers and subscribers. You all know how I like to do it over here now. After every game, I like to take a listen to what the captain has to say. So we're going to take a look at a couple things that he said after we lost that first test inside 3 days. Plus Jamel Warrican, who was very, very good. He did an interview after the game. And, you could see that the man is overjoyed. He's happy to have achieved, such a personal milestone. But he can hardly push it out because of the fact that, our batsmen were unable to really give a good account of themselves. So we'll talk about that a little bit. Let's give a listening ear, my people. This one's going to be short. We'll talk some more later on the live. You understand? I'm just taking you all with me as I go to cut off the locks, the chop off the locks and thing. But we will definitely talk some more later on the live show. But yes, I was looking at a website that was covering the interview that Craig Brathwaite did. Because when the game finished, I was sleeping at the time, so I didn't see or hear exactly what he said. So I was just looking at an article that was highlighting a couple of the things that he said. And according to Craig Brathwaite, as a team, we need to be brave. And, even when we're playing on pitches like those, they have to trust their technique. They have to trust the technique. You understand? Trust themselves. In terms of still playing, you understand? He was saying that if the batsmen can do that and the bowlers can go out there and perform, then they should be able to come out on top, which is obvious. You understand? You have to outperform the opponent, most of the time in both departments to really win the game. It just so happens that very rarely teams are able to outperform our bowlers. Our bowlers generally get us in good positions, and to have restricted or to have bowled out Pakistan for under 252 times, it's good, it's commendable. I mean, one might say that same as how we struggled on the pitch is the same way the Pakistan batsmen struggled on the pitch. That is why they weren't able to really put more on the board. But if we're being honest, my viewers and subscribers, it's been like that for a couple of years now, where the bowlers, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where we go, no matter what the pitch is doing. It doesn't matter how much of a batting wicket it is. We find where the bowlers, they still find a way to get us in good positions, and the batting just don't click. And when when the captain is saying that they need to trust their technique and trust and be brave. It's not that they are not brave or they are not trusting their technique. It's just that they are just not equipped to deal with it. You understand? They are just not equipped to deal with it because they have been seeing it for years. And as fans, we really get upset on things when this happens. But if we're being honest, the guys are just not equipped to deal with the pressure. You understand? If it is good, if the wicket is spinning, it's the same thing. If it is the bowling, if we come up against team with good fast bowlers, it's the same issue. So it's just a case of our batsmen just not being at the level that they ought to be. You understand? If we're being honest. But even though we know these things, when we're watching the games and you really and truly want to see the players, at least, I don't know, spring a surprise or something. Even though you know that the man them not ready, you understand? You're still expecting the guys to do all of this. So I would say to Craig that what he's saying is true. That they have to be brave and they need to trust their technique. They are doing that, but they're just not at the level to deal with it. You understand? And I don't know if they are going to ever be at that level, these current players. You have some couple of players that they are new to the international scene. So you might be saying, boy, that is a bit too harsh. You have to give them time. But it's just what it is, my viewers and subscribers. Some players have it and some don't have it. You understand? Some players have that natural ability and some man just don't have it. So You know, that is what the skip is saying, that, you know, they have to be brave, they have to trust their defense, and even when they are on those type of pitches, they have to look to go there and play. You understand? And I have always said that, you know, I have been watching sports for a long time, not only cricket. People that have been supporting this platform probably are aware of that by now. I watch a lot of sports. You understand? Once I turn on the TV and it's some sort of sports, I will look at it. So I don't necessarily have a problem with us losing per se. It's just, you know, the way it happens sometimes, it's really tough to deal with. You understand? You know, we know, I watch enough cricket to understand that our team is not at the level that, you know, it should be. But sometimes some of the basic things that we get wrong, that you would expect, you know, professionals to really deal with, it's tough. You know, it's really tough. And Craig Brathwaite is closing in on 100 test matches right now, and you know, we don't really see it getting much better as a leader. You know, I posted something on the community. This thing's shaking, so I posted something on the community last night. This morning, probably would have been after 12-1, you know, when we were bowling. And it was just something so simple. You understand? Where Jaden Seals, he was getting the ball to move away from beating the batsman outside the half stump. Easy. Ball pitching in line with middle or half stump and just moving away, beating the bat. Even the commentators were saying that, you know, at some point the nick is going to come, and, you know, the catchers were still on the inside, and you really wonder that, you know, you might be going with a plan, but if you see the ball doing something else, you know, work with it, man. Them things are really frustrating, you know, my people. You understand? You know, if you see the ball doing, you might plan, say, boy, you're going to try to get the man caught a bat pad, or you're going to try to make the man hook and miss hook or whatever. But you see the ball, you see the bowler, you know Seals is a bowler that can get the ball to move around, and it generally sticks to a good line. You understand? So, and a good length. So, you know, put the man, and before you know, one big nick gone through the slip. Why may I tell you? So sometimes when you hear the fans of West Indies cricket talk certain things, you know, and sometimes people take it a certain way and say, boy, it's because West Indies cricket is made up of different islands, and people don't want, you know, people from certain other country to captain or to be a part of the team. Sometimes you have to understand that the players put pressure on themselves. You understand? The same, that's the situation with Craig Brathwaite here, because it was really frustrating to know that I am just a regular cricket supporter, and I can sit there and look at that and, you know, and say, boy, may I tell you, it's really tough. It's really tough. So that is what the you know, that is a big problem. Now, Warwick and my viewers and subscribers, probably the only bright light coming from that test. I mean, Alec Arthur is in the tough conditions, fought and got a half century, so, you know, you definitely want to give him credit for that. But you know, and Seals also on a pitch that, you know, you can say was good for spinning. You know, he really showed class. Picked up wickets, early wickets, and then he was still troubling the batsmen. You understand? Unfortunately, he wasn't helped that much in terms of giving him a couple guys in the slip. You know, so that is something that we definitely need to look at. But yeah, Warwick, and as I was saying, my people, he did pretty well. You understand? Did pretty well for himself. It's a team sport, and as we always hear, somebody like a Shea Hope is a man that always, you know, he always says this, that, you know, he might score a century, or score a half century, or score a whole heap of runs, you know. But if the team don't win, then you know, you have to just put that behind, and even though with your inner self you're satisfied to a point, you know, say, boy, you really did your job, you know, as a spinner. The team don't win, so you know, it's tough to really celebrate. You know, you call it bittersweet moment. You're happy that you were able to get that you know, those wickets, but at the same time you're looking at it and you're saying that, you know, the team wasn't able to get across the line. So really tough, my viewers and subscribers. But yeah, I just wanted to highlight those two little things. I mean, we'll probably still do a little bit more talking on these two topics on the live show later on. As of now, my viewers and subscribers, you know, we are still up for the live at 6. If anything changes, it's not going to be much, probably 10 or 15 minutes later, but it's, you know, we're still on track for that. So yeah, gonna leave it right here for now, my viewers and subscribers. Big up on yourself and stay safe until later on. Bless up.